Hey everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day. I wanted to jump on here real quick. With everything that's going on, in my last video, I said we need to stay in love, right? With the assassination attempt on Trump and all of that. With everything going on in the news, whether you're watching mainstream media, you're watching alternative news, whatever it is, we need to, everybody's focused on the same thing. And it's like all of us are saying the same thing. So whoever you're following, we're all kind of saying the same thing, is don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on the drama, the fear, the whatever. Focus on love. Because you get what you focus on. If you focus on the incident itself and you send energy to that in an anger way, or there are people that, again, there are still people saying they wish it hadn't they hadn't missed, which I for the life of me I can't understand that. But anyway, they're saying I wish they hadn't missed. There are other people saying I'm glad they did miss, and it should have been Biden. Well, regardless, taking somebody out is not going to solve the problem. The problem is we need to go within, and all of us need to focus on us. What is it about Biden that triggers you? What is it about Trump that triggers you? What is it about whoever, whether it be your spouse, your family, your neighbor? What is it that's triggering you? What is it that's not setting well with you? Because there's something in you that needs to be healed. Now I'm not saying with everything that's going on in the government, yes, there is corruption. Do not let it get you. Do not let it put you in fear or anger or any of that kind of stuff. And I'm not pointing fingers, because trust me, I can get there really quick myself. But it's happening for a reason. Do I agree with it? No. Hell no. However, I don't get stuck in all the illegal immigrants coming across the border. I know it's there. Do I, do I condone it? No, I do not. Anybody's welcome into this country, but do it the right way. And with the assassination attempt, I said this in my last video. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't believe everything you're being told. Use your discernment. Because some things you're being told are right, yes. Some things you're being told are a cover-up, or they don't know, or whatever. And I will just give you a couple of quick examples of what I'm talking about. And if you watch the video, of the initial video of what happened, there were 3 women covering Trump, which I'm a woman, and I will tell you that is absolutely the most asinine thing I've ever seen in my life. Women do not need to be in Secret Service as a body shield for a man of that stature. And that's not putting Trump on a pedestal. Trump is a big man. Now, I'm not saying a woman couldn't have been one of the snipers. I'm not saying a woman couldn't have been in the background doing something else. But standing on stage, deflecting, covering the body of a man, no. Because that's not where our mind is. And if you watched if you watched the woman trying to reholster her weapon, any of you that have gone through any sort of firearms training know that that was a complete bumble. Complete. Because when you are trained, I told my husband yesterday, I said the limited training that I had in the sheriff's office, and I say that comparable to what the Secret Service is supposed to get. You don't look at your holster to reholster your gun. It is muscle memory. You know where that thing is. And you are trained under pressure for these types of things. And I told him, I said, it's been years since I've been in the sheriff's office. I guarantee you, if you put that holster on my side right now, I could probably, just like that, pull that gun and then reholster it without looking. If you watch her, she tried to reholster her weapon multiple times, and she finally had to look at it, grab it, and then put her gun back in. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? So either she was an actress playing a part, or she was completely incompetent to do that job. Regardless, she should not have been there on stage. Then when they went to put him in the truck, the women just walked away like, okay, we're done. And then all of a sudden you see them run back to the truck like, oh, wait, we're supposed to do something else. Again, it is the biggest. I'm not making light of the situation, but it is extremely comical when you can sit back and you can actually see what's going on. And then the FBI yesterday says that the phone, they can't access the phone. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Don't tell me you can't access the phone. There are multiple ways. You can get phone records, you can get text messages, you can get and you're the FBI. Anyway, but what I'm telling you, again, is don't focus on the circus, because there were a bunch of monkeys running around that had no flipping clue what they were doing. Now, you focusing on the circus isn't going to change the outcome of the circus. Isn't going to change the whatever. It's in the past. See it for what it was. Acknowledge it. Send prayers to Trump and his family. Yes. Send prayers to the people that were killed and that are critically injured. Yes. But don't focus on the circus, because that's all that was. Because I'm telling you something, and that is how the deep state, the Khazarian mafia, the whoever you want to call it, the dark side, that is how they operate. You let something start to happen and they will draw your attention to that to take your mind off of what's really going on. That's what happens every single time. And for those of you that are awake and you have seen this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. George Floyd was another one. It was to take your mind off of what was going on. The attacks on Trump when he was elected took your mind off of all the emails and servers that Hillary had destroyed. And the people that she had left overseas to die. It was to take your mind off of that and focus on Trump. George Floyd was the same way. School shootings are the same way. It is to take your mind off of what they're doing. This is the same thing. Because something else will be coming. It's too early in the process of this next election, which is a huge pivotal point in our existence. So we can go into anger and resentment and fear and hatred and all of those things. Or we can go into, you know what? It happened for a reason. We can see the stupidity for what it was. And we can go into love. Just go in. Don't get so stuck in your phone that you're oblivious to everything else that's going on, because you'll miss the next event. And then you're going to be like, wait, what happened? So, and then let's just say, because the other thing is, they came out initially and said, well, we're still investigating this. We're not sure that it was an assassination attempt. Again, really? What else would you call it? So, but that's the mainstream media. For the people that have no clue and that believe everything they're told, that's the kind of shit that they're listening to and going, oh, well, no, maybe it wasn't an assassination attempt. Okay, well, they can't get into a 20-year-old person's phone. They're listening to your conversation. They're listening to this conversation. But they can't get into that person's phone. Okay. So, like I said, just if in the event, let's just play this for a second. In the event the FBI, because we all know, well, most of us know, if you're awake, you know that the three-letter agencies are all corrupt. If this child was teamed up with the FBI, getting into his phone would implicate the FBI, wouldn't it? They don't want that to come out. They're going to cover it up. And why was that building left open? At no time is a building left open. That's just blatant disregard for anything smart. So anyway, and there's so much more. Those are just the big things on top. There's a lot more that if you really look at it, you can pick it apart and go, what? So like I said, don't get caught in the drama. Do not get caught in fear and anger and all of those things. And as far as, I will do another video on because, I said that women should not be in that position. And there is a reason behind it. And I'm sure it's going to piss some women off. Well, you know what? You've been brainwashed. You need to step back. You need to step back and look at how we got to where we are and get out of your ego. And for men, don't get on your high horse, because this is partly your doing as well. So, this has been playing out for years, hundreds of years. And now it's coming to a head, and we need to go back. That is one thing, we need to go back to the way it was. People say, I want, how do they put it? I want the old back. I want to go back to the way it was. Well, most of the way it was is the corruption. And no, that needs to go away. We need to go back even further to the way it's supposed to be, before men and women were brainwashed to the current agenda. So anyway, that's another topic I'll go into in another video, because I don't have time today because I have an appointment to take my cat back to the vet for a checkup. But Yeah. So like I said, women, if you're going to get your panties in a wad over it, you need to step back and go, why is this triggering you? And you need to step back and go, because I will tell you, I've been there. Been there. So I'm not pointing fingers. I'm telling you, I was there, now I'm not. And I see the bigger picture. And for men, don't get on your high horse and think, oh yeah, it's all the woman's fault. Nope. Because if you're going to go there, you're in your ego. And you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. So, like I said, we just need to love each other. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your color is. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what gender you are, whether you're a male or female, and those are the only two. If you want to argue that point, you need to get off my channel, because we're not even having this conversation. So, male, I don't care whether you're a man or a woman. I don't care what color you are, whether you're a child, an adult. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you think you're just a whatever job you do, or you think you're Jesus Christ himself. I love you all. And that's the way we're supposed to be. So anyway, we have the opportunity right now as a collective to come together in love and shift the vibration. It will help shift the outcome of what is to come in the future. But if we stay in fear and hatred, we're going to get more fear, more things to fear, and more things to hate. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here real quick today and tell you that. Because like I said, again, after my last video, it's like I'm seeing, and I mentioned, the corruption of 9/11 and in the cover-up. And I didn't say JFK because I didn't go back that far. JFK is another one where it was a government cover-up. The government did it. And if you are in the mindset that the government is here to protect you, you need to wake up. 9/11, same thing. All of these situations that are going on, it's the same thing. What happened to Hunter's laptop? Oh, I don't know. George Floyd got killed. Oh my God. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. Although I do believe that some people that cannot be rehabilitated and are just a detriment to society do need to go away. My opinion. So, and he was a detriment. Look at his history. Don't shoot the messenger. Do your own research. Don't listen to the media. The media was covering the dark side. It always has. And that's what it's doing now. So, anyway, I'm sending you lots of love. And I hope you have an amazing day. And we'll talk soon.